Hello, my beautiful friends. I am Tamara with Lucebianca Sound Healing and Meditation. I hope you guys are having a wonderful week. It's been kind of a chaotic month already. I feel like August and the beginning of September have been very fast paced and just lots of things going on. But I want to do this video because I get asked questions, a lot of questions about my way of doing tarot and oracle card readings, how to book, what it entails, pricing, and all of that. So today I wanted to share some of that information with you. So if you're interested in booking a reading or even just learning more, I will put my contact information below. So let's just go ahead and dive into the beautiful world of card reading. Okay, so I began reading cards way before I actually started offering them as a service to friends, family, and clients. So I want to say I started actually providing it as a service about 2 years ago. And I find that having your own personal practice and your own one-to-one readings with your card deck without focusing on anyone else is really the best way to start. Because you develop a relationship with the cards, you start to trust your intuition and your wisdom more, and you kind of start to develop a style, a reading style, and then you can take that and apply it to doing readings for other people. So the way I do card readings, and there's no, I want to say there is no specific style that is best than others. So there is no right or wrong, but you, like I said, you develop your own relationship with your cards and the way you read. So for me personally, it is very rare that I use only one card deck for a reading. And what I mean by that is I tend to use several decks within one individual reading. So it could be a mixture of tarot cards and a mixture of oracle cards. It could be just straight tarot, but from different tarot decks. So it could also be oracle cards from different decks and all of that. I had some little intruders come in here. So we have Ginger for a few moments hanging out with us as we talk about card readings, right? You see mommy do card readings all the time. So the reason why I use all kinds of different cards is, for one, I just feel really called to use different sources for my readings, but also I find that using different decks within one individual reading, it allows you to see aspects of it, different aspects. So each card, each oracle or tarot card deck has its own style, its own vibe, its own energy. And definitely has more of a focus compared to other ones. So for example, the Wild Woman Oracle, which I've talked about in previous videos, it is a little bit more straightforward and rough around the edges and a little bit gothic and a little bit, I don't want to say forceful, but just like it delivers a punch. And then there might be a different oracle deck like the Spirits of Aloha, which is just more light and color and gentleness and purity. Well, I think that doing readings with such different cards, it actually softens the rough edges of the reading. It offers a different perspective. So it's not all, it's not only one energy. You have to look at all aspects of the situation when you do a card reading, right? So that's why I prefer to use different card decks. So in my readings, I basically always offer my clients the opportunity of telling me what they're looking for. So sometimes they're looking for just a general reading where they don't have a particular question or issue and they want to just kind of get a feel for their life phase or their overall energy and well-being. There are times that someone comes to me and they feel lost. They feel like they're not sure where to go in life, and they're making some big decisions and they feel confused. Sometimes it's love and partnership and relationships related. Sometimes it's more spiritual, like their own spiritual journey and awakening. So by asking you what you're looking for in a reading, it actually downloads some insights within me that I start leaning towards what card decks I want to use for your personal reading. So that's basically how I choose the different card decks for my clients. I also rely heavily on my own intuition and wisdom, and the more I practice it, the better it has become over the years. But basically, when I meet someone or when I sit down with someone who wants a reading, I kind of intuitively read their energy. Are they carrying some type of heavy energy? Are you very lighthearted? Or are you kind of scared and confused and doubtful? Or, I pick up on all of that. And that also gives me information on what kind of cards I want to use for your reading. So now let's talk a little bit about what you can expect during your reading. I always try to make it a casual, fun, laid-back conversation. I believe that, card reading, it is a conversation between two people. So even though you're coming to me with specific questions or looking at me for some clarity, guidance, or some type of answers, I do believe that talking things through with my client and asking them questions also helps direct the reading, so that we can dive deeper and see exactly, what needs to come to light and what needs to be worked on. So I offer two different types. I offer a couple of different types of card readings. So we can do Zoom, and we can do a pre-booked reading. So I'll explain the difference between the two. So first, let's talk about time frames. You can book a 30-minute reading, or you can book a 60-minute reading with me. The 30-minute reading is $33, and the 60-minute reading, where we really go more in depth and just really dive in, is $55. So it is a lot more convenient to book a whole hour, but that is for a live Zoom session. So we can definitely schedule a time, and you can pick one of those two options. The other option is to be able to book me to do your personal reading, and then not do it as a live, but I compile it, I put it all together in a nice report, and then I send it to you via email or messenger or whatever works best for you. So with this type of reading that you receive in an email, it is $55. It is the same. No, I take it back. I'm sorry. I just changed my pricing. It's $50. Sorry. It is $50, and you will receive your personalized custom oracle reading, or tarot and oracle reading together, in a personalized report that I message you within 48 hours. So a lot of people choose to do that, and I'll explain why. So it is the same. It is a little bit cheaper, first of all, but also because we are not on a time limitation, I spend a lot more time in your reading, and I get to meditate, ask guides specific questions. Sometimes I don't really 100% get to do that as much as I want to do in a live video or a live reading together, because I am on a time constraint. So when I do a pre-booked or a when I do a reading when we're not live in person, I am able to take more of my time and download different information. So it's a lot more beneficial. And you will also receive, different insights that you may have not even asked for, but that they really come up strongly during that reading. During that time, I'm like dedicating specifically for you. And it is just a very unique experience that a lot of people love, because then they get to see the report. Everything is in writing, which a lot of times is, during a live reading, unless you want to record it or write notes, which is totally fine. You kind of tend to forget certain aspects of it. So this is a really good, a good option. Now, another popular reading that I book a lot is your month ahead card reading. It is the same pricing, it's $50, and it is pretty much a full, really detailed card reading for the month ahead. So usually the last week of the month, I start booking for the following month. I do have limited spots because it does take a lot longer of my time to do these types of readings. But what you get is, first you get an overall energy reading of the month. So for example, let's talk about October. So if you book a month ahead reading with me for October, you will receive that report, again, emailed, and it'll tell you exactly what cards came out from what deck, and it'll give you an overall energy of what your October month is going to look like. It's going to give you insight in the areas of finances and work, relationships, spirituality, energy, and health. And also for only the month ahead report, I include your energy and how things feel like or will, more than likely present during the month when the full moon comes around. So you also get a full moon astrological / oracle report. So that gives you a lot of guidance and a heads up of your month ahead, and a lot of people find a lot of value with that. So those are the different types of readings that I offer. I would love to answer any of your questions, so drop your comments. I will leave links so that you can learn more about my readings. But another thing that I get asked a lot is how do you receive the insights during a reading? So just like any other card reader, I have studied tarot and oracle, and I obviously I am aware of the meanings of the numbers of the card, or the symbol of the card, the picture, the illustration of the card. But I also rely on my own intuition and my psychic abilities, which everyone has. I have a video on that. But everyone's got psychic abilities in one way or another. You just have to practice it and keep sharpening those skills. So aside from just noticing the numbers and the symbols and the signs and the actual meaning of the card, right? I also pick up on my own intuition and what that may mean for you as the client. And the way I receive it is I get downloads. So a lot of times I will see little visuals. So if I'm doing a reading and we're talking about I don't know, like a love situation, a lot of times I will see the silhouette of a person that has long blonde hair, and maybe they're wearing a certain colored shirt, or maybe something will come through basically, and then I ask, hey, I'm seeing this, and that's how we start digging into, this person is someone in your life, this is someone that this is someone that has a meaning for your life and your relationships. So I trust my intuition, and I do work primarily with Archangel Michael, Archangel Uriel, Raphael, and Gabriel. I also work with Metatron, and I work a lot with Jesus. I work a lot with Christ. I ask for their protection and their wisdom at the beginning of every reading, and I always consult with them during the reading to see what does this person need? What clarification? What message do you have for them? I feel that with Jesus and the archangels, it is a very, 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 very powerful team where everything is just surrounded by love and purity and peace. So that is my main source. That is how I get most of my downloads, is by asking for their guidance and listening to the little information they're downloading into my heart, so that I can relay that information to you. So I really hope that helps. I would love to do a reading for you. I would love to answer any of your questions. Thank you so much for watching, for tuning in. I hope you guys have a fantastic week. But just drop a note. I would love to connect with you, and we'll talk next time.